Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Connor. My father,
Kevin,
and we're back. I'm back.
He's back.
You were here. I am back from a short trip over to London. Today we are covering a record that came out while I was over there, which is why I listened to it, because on a plane ride, not much to do. You kind of just sit around, you watch movies, you try to keep yourself entertained. But I saw that this record came out and it was long, and I was like, yeah, I'll give it a listen. Mm-hmm. Yeat is an artist that I liked. I liked some songs, but I was never into his entire records. I hadn't given them a chance really, just because they were all really long, and this one is long. Yeah, it is a long record, but I liked some singles. I liked I liked the stuff he did with Drake. On For All the Dogs.
He did I Don't Give a Fuck?
Yeah, I think that was the title, right?
Yeah.
I listened to the first track, and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. I like this. I'm not like, I didn't go into it expecting to hate it, but I didn't go into it expecting to love it. I just went into it kind of neutral. Like, I'll probably enjoy some of it. Track 2, I was like, whoa, this is really good. Track 3, specifically, track 3, it's my most played song in the last 10 days. I'm addicted to it. Track number 1, Psycho CEO.
Yeah, my diamonds on. Yeah, my diamonds on. Yeah, my money long. You better have some respect when you type of man.
Well, he's already set a mood.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, there's a mood in here. Great production on this.
Yeah.
We got G-Wagons, big money, big balls. With the euro for the week, I just took off. I keep my foot on the gas, no, I don't take it off. I know that boat, you was let what happened, now we living begging dirty jokes. You can say
This goes really hard, man.
Production.
It's really fucking hard.
His melodies are cool, though.
I know.
And on top of all that shit, you always lying, that's fine. Yeah, my diamond jump.
Love the way it.
Yeah,
That's great.
Real cool.
Yeah. Oh man, this is. Yeat!
Yeah, cool way to start the record.
Very, very cool, man. Lots of. I said right from the get-go, he really starts with this dark world of. I'm thinking of 2093.
Yeah, he's building this world right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
Very atmospheric, and lyrically, it's cool. I like what he's talking about. I'm in 2093. Where's your life at?
Yeah.
Just talking about how he's ahead of everybody.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
I guess that's what he's got. That he must mean. Because he's 20. Because he's probably, I don't know, how old is he?
He's 23, I think.
So he'd be 100 and something as well, right? So he's saying, I'm so far ahead of you, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's what I got out of it. At least.
Yeah.
And talking about cutting people out of his life.
Yeah.
And then lyrics are good, and the production is just absolutely insane.
Really
super heavy.
Yeah.
Those callbacks. Track 2, Power Trip.
Ooh. I'm fucking liking this album, man.
I wonder what I could have did and what I never did. I wonder what you could have hid and what you could have said. I might have done some things I never did. What you doing for everything was here, never you. I don't suffer for nothing, I'm not one to go and pride.
You hear the dirt?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like electricity.
Could have crossed the eyes and leave you blind for life. I own a private jet. I'm on a power trip. You don't have to.
That's cool, man.
Push a bunch of instruments and let me play. I ain't heard you so speak up when you gon' say it. Somebody getting saved tonight.
That boom in the concert's gonna be fucking blow people off their ass.
Yeah, it's like electricity sounding thing.
Yeah.
If I could, then I would. I don't never get stuck to a thing unless it's good. Till it's over. Keep it mind and it's
See, something added there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a switch up in the song.
I love. Can I talk? Do you mind if I start?
Yeah, you start.
I just want to say I love that it starts with static. Static is also. I'm gonna sound like I've smoked too, but static is electricity. Electricity is space.
Futuristic
stuff. And that static going out through that whole thing and the distortion on the vocals.
I love the beginning with the piano.
Yeah.
Beautiful start to
Yeah.
it, and then I love how it's so just unconventional in terms of its structure. Like the drums come in randomly and
Yeah.
then they disappear,
Yeah.
and then it goes to the static vocals, and the
Yeah.
vocals feel like I know there's a certain part where it's just the vocals and a little bit of instrumentation, but by adding the static weird vocal effects,
Yeah.
it keeps it entertaining, and it keeps you engaged, you know.
Yeah, no, I really like that track, and it was, it's funny that we are at a point now in music where, and you have brought me to this point, but to be able to make this comment that I'm going to say, but I'm starting to hear things that I haven't heard, obviously, right? Because there's a lot of shit I haven't heard, but from the stuff that you've showed me, say we go back to a whole lot of Red and stuff. There's elements of stuff in this that I haven't heard.
Track 3, Breathe.
Oh yes, was that a motorcycle?
Yeah.
Cool.
I was bored by the shit, made $1 billion. Now fuck that bitch in the trees.
It's already. I know what you mean already.
Damn man, make me feel it. I want that beat time to breathe. I'm cutting open, I'm doing surgery. And that line make me go insane. You make me go insane. What the fuck with your girl? We level up and make money billion. No, you know I don't stress.
I can actually hear Drake on this.
But she know I'm the best. Got them turning their heads. I don't fuck with you, squish you like a bug. They ain't fuck with me, so it's fake love. I wanna shake your hand, bitch, you need a glove. Wash the blood off my hands, I need Dove. I said fuck love, bitch.
Shout out to Dove.
Yeah.
So that is great.
Breathe. Yeah.
Fuck that bitch in the trees. Now fuck that bitch in the feel it. You know I don't stress. I could not care less. But she know I'm the best.
That counter melody there,
Yeah.
that underneath is.
Okay, Breathe.
That was awesome.
You gotta tell me that's a banger, right?
That is a banger.
That like as soon as I heard that, that's the moment I was like, holy shit, this is
Yeah, okay.
this is good.
Okay, a question I have to ask you, okay, is because I feel it. I felt it right off the bat. What is it? What is the magic in that is like
That makes it so catchy?
Let's be song exploder guy for a second. Okay, go ahead.
I would say the repetition of Breathe.
Yeah.
With the different pitches and the
Yeah.
The breathing, the repetition of the breathe, and then it goes up high, breathe,
Yeah.
like breathe,
Yeah.
all these different pitch
Yeah.
shifts, and then that bass line going along with
Yeah.
the drums, and then the big fat 808,
Yeah.
that occasionally would go even lower. It would be
Yeah,
like a low 808, but then at
You're
certain
taking
points,
it all away from me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, anything else that you
No,
would
and
say?
you hear those. There's these count. We could listen to it again, but there's so much to catch. But there's all these little counter melodies going behind.
Yeah. Well, and then there's a vocal melody when he does the something, I'm doing surgery.
Yeah.
And you can hear it sounds. I don't think it's a synthesizer. I think it's his voice.
Yeah.
Where he's doing.
Could be
some
a guitar,
melody.
like the
Could be a
Strokes.
guitar. Yeah. I don't know what it is,
Yeah.
but there's this melody that follows along for that part.
That's a catchy one, man.
Yeah.
It's stuck in.
Well, I listened to it probably 4 times in a row. The first time I heard it, I couldn't. Like, I had to go again. Like, I didn't go to the next track. I went back and listened to it.
That is crack.
Yeah,
That's
it's
musical crack.
Musical crack. It's and I'm not like I didn't know that I would be like this with Yeat, because not that I had anything against him before. I just hadn't been into his music. I checked out a couple songs, but this song, it's my favorite song so far of the year. It just in terms of catchiness, how fun it is. I listened to it in the car when I went to go get my hair cut today, and it sounds even better. Track number 4. This is gonna rhyme. More.
Here we got that interference again. I like that. It's the static, the space, the interference. Nice synths. With these sounds, man.
You ain't felt this feeling not once. I go back to Vegas, I go see you.
This is fucking great, right? It's really good.
I know.
I dig it.
You remind me of something that I think I know. Feeling right back at you, throw you overboard.
Man.
I like his singing here.
Like, is this not cyberpunky Blade Runner?
I am eating it up. It's so... great use of sounds.
Yes, I feel like when the drums kick in, it
was
just emphasizes his point of like, I'm on another fucking level than everybody else here. Financially and stuff. Just talking down on, I guess people that probably doubted him in the past and whatnot. But production, incredible on that track. It feels futuristic.
Catchy as hell. I couldn't stop. Like, it took the break, and I'm
Yeah,
waiting.
you start going.
I had to keep my meter going. It's like, here, when are we? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, boom.
Yeah. No, another great track, and just the production on this record. As soon as I've heard these ones, like this is I got a little further than this on the record. And hearing this, I automatically was like, I like it, but I know I know your style. I know the things that you like. This is definitely something that you would dig. Track 5, Bought the Earth.
A lot of synth sounds bring me to Dawn FM, which I really like. Just that was nice.
Yeah, no, it's not all great, but I love feeling this way. I'm off the grid, yeah, I'm out the way. Am I wrong for being selfish? Am I wrong for putting me first? You might just go and drive into a ditch.
That's a fuck.
I love the melody of that.
I know that this world could be a lie. I know.
This talking reminds me of Rodeo, for sure, right? Am I hearing it right?
Yeah. No, there's some rodeo influence on this for sure.
Yeah.
Or Travis influence.
It's always changing every turn.
Like this vocal piece here is rodeo sounding.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing that's weight the word. Shoes, I'm a pandemic, always on the news. When it comes night, always on the loose.
I was gonna say one thing about this one certain sound here before I forget is that what right when he was talking here and he got into here we went back to the static. The static reminds me now. I'm thinking of the static as transmission, and I don't have tinfoil. I'm saying here. It sounds like transmission to me, and he's either
talking from another planet or from the future.
Or from the future.
Yeah.
And he's talking back, and that static is the transmission through time or through space.
That could be a theory.
You know what I mean? The crackling in there. I was worried at the beginning. I thought, when he opened with the chorus, I bought the earth, I sold it too, and then his vocals were so squashed, I thought...
You thought it was going to be the whole song
You're going to ruin it. And then he came in with, which I'm going to call the Travis Scott, really nice and clear vocals.
Yeah.
Which saved the song for me.
And I like his... I like the lyrics on this one. I like him kind of talking about, like he's off drugs, but he still misses them and stuff, and he's kind of, getting a little more personal. It's still another track that's like, basically a fuck you to people that doubted him and
There's
whatnot.
a lot of fuck yous. Yeah.
But there's still a little bit of personality in there that you can resonate with. Track 6, Nothing Change.
Oh
yeah.
Things change. A lot of things change. People don't change. I just spent $250,000 on a fuck change. We don't link and build. We make buildings build. Dystopian society on Silent Hill. I just want to feel things. I want to feel real from this planet.
Was that him singing?
Yeah.
Wow. Sounds like he's talking from a different part of his throat, eh?
Yeah.
Used to be pumping Fergie shit like she was fucking candy. Fucking standing. Pop so many eggs pills, I don't know how I'm standing. When you live like me so much and then you understand it. You feel amazing, you feel amazing.
I love the vocals here.
I know,
Or
yeah.
the melody.
Like this, you know that you never could stand.
God. Hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, I keep saying, you hear it? That was cool.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
To me, that one is like the most, I want to say, kind of standard rage trap song.
On
like
this?
it's-
Yeah.
Well, not on this, just
'Cause
in
you haven't-
general.
yeah.
I haven't heard the whole thing, but in general, like it doesn't have the weird progression that like a song like Power Trip does.
Yeah.
It's pretty straightforward. It's like the chorus, verse,
Yeah.
chorus, and then.
But it's not. It didn't like. Normally, I'd get like, oh, well, this is getting repetitive. I didn't put.
No. It's a 3.5 minute song, but it doesn't
Yeah.
feel repetitive. Track 7, You Should Know.
I know you say you love me, I know you think you different. I know you think you know better. I know you think you know better. I can help you.
I don't think you can go wrong with a fucking straight ahead fire beat and synthesizers.
Yeah.
It's like,
And I could, if I would.
You hear there's still static in certain parts.
yeah.
And they bite, and I would, if I could. No, I don't wanna know how far you go, how low you could go. I don't wanna hear if you live like me, do you lose control?
Yeah, fucking, that's great.
Cool.
I love it. You know what? You don't. The static is so important in this album.
It is.
It is really important.
It ties every track together.
It does. Oh man,
Another killer track.
You should know, man, about this track.
Yeah, that's another killer one that I got to. We're coming close to where I stopped listening.
Oh, I'm excited we're gonna have some fresh shit together.
Yeah,
right?
stuff that I haven't heard.
Yeah.
But that was another highlight for me. When I listened to it.
That was fucking hard, man.
I know.
Like seriously, but I cannot understate how much
The static is
the
important,
static from the beginning ties everything in. Like it really does. Like if you didn't have the static in here,
Yeah, it wouldn't feel as cohesive.
yeah, and then when you pull the static away and you've got clarity, you really, as a listener, you go, wow, it would be like him being on. It could represent a million things. The static could represent fucking drugs, and when you take the drugs out of the way, you start seeing clear.
Yeah.
It could mean transmissions. It could be talking to
Or
people.
could be the other way around. Could be, you're static in your head and you're all fucked up, and then you take drugs and then you feel clear.
That's-
it could be the other way. There's so many ways.
I
you
like
could-
that way.
Yeah, we got to watch Bob's video later.
Yeah. Bob, we're watching.
and see what he says with his tinfoil hat. Track 8, Lifestyle.
This is all take away Yeat, and you've got a movie soundtrack.
All I wanna see is diamonds. All I wanna see is violence. Shut your mouth, close your eyelids. Pay your price.
Got a snare?
Yeah.
Live this life. Could you do what I did and do it twice? Could you make your money up and tell a lie? Yeah, could you
Fuck. If this song ain't a hit, if this doesn't come out as a hit, man. Oh, the beat is fire.
Yeah.
Fire, man.
You probably see a demon if you look me in the eyes. You see my eyes bleeding. Oh, that bitch give me head, that bitch give me brain. I feel like a mind reader. Ooh, look up, it's a bird. Look up, it's a plane. Oh, bitch, it's a desert eagle. Then eyes like ballerinas. I ain't playing with they bitch asses. Little tongue chat.
This.
Small feet, but I kick asses. Call me and your bitch ass. I've been on the job 24/7. I keep the AK-47. I'm a cheesehead, but my heart yellow. I'm outside like Coachella. I might grab a weather. I leave no feathers. Rock a white beater and coat weather. Brown skin, nigga, I'm a gold medal. Smoke a nigga with a matches and let his mama have the ashes. Moolah.
Woo! Lil Wayne.
All I wanna see is violence. Don't you turn the world and you can never
This. Fuck, dude, man. This is
So good.
This might be my favorite so far. Yeah, I like your breathe, but when you put this fucking snare drum and Lil Wayne together, fucking fire in the hole.
Yeah.
Fire in the hole.
That track is crazy.
Lifestyle. Yeah, you
That's
know I
gonna
have
be a
to.
favorite for you.
That when the
Beat dropped.
when the beat dropped and the snare drum kicked and that was like crack.
Yeah.
Crack.
And I just want to clarify, in case anybody is wondering, because there is like mixed opinions on this record. And at least from what I've seen on Twitter and YouTube and stuff. But no, but I want to say, like, I'm not bullshitting for views or anything or to try to appeal to anyone. I actually like really fucking love this. Like I enjoy it a lot. And this isn't me, you know, showing it to you because, you know, I'm like, oh, let's, you know, pretend that this is fucking great. Like, no, when I get like me getting excited in that song, showing you that song, that's genuine right there. I like this record, and
But that was fire though.
I know, and I know zero Yeat really from before this, so this is all fresh to me. So maybe if there's people out there that are like, this isn't what I wanted from Yeat, I understand. Maybe you were looking for something different when I read all the negative comments.
Yeah.
But I dig this. I like this a lot. Track number 9, I Love.
Is it a volume change or no?
No,
It's okay. Oh, fuck.
I love when you stay with me. I love when I go up, 'cause I go up all the time.
That's an interesting line.
The 2093 one?
Yeah, I seen 29.3 and fucking came back every time.
Yeah.
I liked that track. It wasn't. There's obviously
it wasn't a standout.
It wasn't a standout for me, but you know what? It was cool in the sense that it was trancey for me.
Yeah. I mean, the track is 22 tracks. I guarantee you, you know, there's going to be a few in here that are like just that don't hit for us. Track 10, Tell Me.
Fly around the world, married to the game, push to a frame. I ain't gonna change. Hello, nerd.
The vocal treatment on this one.
Oh man.
I wish you well, but I don't give a fuck. The wheel to the left, right, not better. Go be fake bitch, yeah, being real is not better. I can tell a couple lies, yeah, you can tell me it's let 'em. Look me in the eyes, don't tell me what you see. But imagine me there, with a dead blank stare. I don't need to see, I don't need to hear. I wish you could feel like you feel like I wish you could see. It's more than just me.
So much going on. I'm trying to.
And it's more that you feel. Pay more just to feel.
Really interesting song.
Oh, you took the I word out of my mouth right there.
Yeah, I was wrong. That's not one I had heard. I stopped at I Love, so that was new to me. And
Very, very interesting song.
really cool. I liked the choices. I didn't know where it was going at any point.
It was all over. Like, I've got to point out this though. Where it is, where he talked about got this new kind of money. You should see these new bills. You wouldn't know any better. Mm-hmm. Is that him in the future? I'm getting trippy here, but is that him in the future? And it's a new type of money.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of theories you could make about this record. Track 11, Shade.
Dumb motherfucker. You a dumb motherfucker. You a dumb motherfucker. You not fool but no American fit. Shit, why you always talking shit? Cause no Balenciaga's kind of fit. Why not do? Heard you say you won't fuck, you won't be. Let's all get high as fuck and pretend. I'll be wrong till I die to the end. If I ask you if you like, say yeah. Away from me.
This is a track where, again, like one of the earlier tracks. I'd love to hear a snare come in. I can.
I'm just trying to imagine why you do that shit, but I couldn't imagine it. What you wouldn't do.
Nice.
That gave me like Tizo vibes.
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Nice.
I feel like this track needed this.
Yes. Yeah. I want to hear it.
That Lil Wayne snare.
Yeah. Love that.
Good flow.
Kept
Yeah.
really quick. Woo.
I was going into the
What
next
was that?
track.
Before I forget it, you heard it too. I love that. Where he did it really quick here.
Oh, his flow there, yeah. At that certain part where
And the times that you said that you come, you never do. Heard the plays with the flounder, the never do. With
he wasn't doing his typical, say a line, pause. It was just he was flowing.
He was flowing.
Yeah, but that first half of the track, or the first 75% of the track was really cool. I thought that was cool. Yeah, I could have used a snare. That would have been nice, but
it had a.
But for what it was, it was. I really liked the production. I liked the vocal treatment again.
Yeah.
Unique. And then I felt like I was getting to a point where I was like, man, this track's 4 minutes long, and we're at 2.5 minutes now, and I'm starting to get a little bored of this. What's going to happen? And then at that 3 minute mark, it changed.
It's changed.
And
It
boom.
needed the change.
Yeah. So I think in the studio they were thinking correctly there. I think that was a smart move. Track 12, Keep Pushin'.
Really want to know if they're using analog or they're
going
using
old school
VSTs.
Analog or
Yeah. Oh, now we got a nice fatty. I don't know why my head's moving like this. Holy shit.
This one is dancey.
It is. That's why I was moving my head this way. Because you got to get, when there's no drums yet, you got to decipher where that beat sits, right?
It's dancey, feels a little different, but the static is there to keep it cohesive. I like it. That's a nice bass. Oh. I wasn't expecting this.
No.
Should I let this just play into the next track? It feels like it's building.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to let it play because it's... Oh.
See, isn't it crazy? Like you feel that
yeah.
shit. So most of the audience in that, what that there? It's like if you're fucking dribbling really fast.
Yeah, basketball.
Yeah. Okay, just so you know, this is now, it says part 2.
Oh, okay.
Set it off. First part was Riot.
Oh, slowing it down. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 really cool tracks in a row. Very dancey and just upbeat.
Very, 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 very. This one didn't set me off. Like it's didn't set me off as much.
Keep pushing.
Yeah, for sure. But this one, I love the synth sounds. I really, really love what they did synth wise.
I do want to know now if it is analog or VST.
Yeah,
synths.
I want to know. I'm very curious. And
I mean, you've got an ear for synths. What do you think it sounds like?
For me, some of that stuff sounded like the old Moog synthesizer.
Yeah,
there was a part in here. It actually, one of the earlier tracks, and in my head, I'm like, oh my god, it sounds like. Alan Parsons' project, like the Eye in the Sky sound. Like, they used for the Chicago Bulls.
That one. Yeah. Track 14, Team CEO.
Oh,
yeah, those are some nice synths.
Yeah. Oh.
It's 2093 on the. It's 2093 when you live like me. Then it's 2093. Then I hope that you see it when you die. I can see the future with one eye. I'ma live it up. I got one life. I got way too much money. I don't care about the price. See the blessing and the curse. I just did it first. I could ruin your life, make it a lot worse. We were doing shit that you never heard. I got new shit. I ain't gonna work. $10 money living inside a turtle.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Really good groove in this, eh?
Yeah.
Like you're like this. Like
These last few tracks have been really groovy.
Yeah. I love the sway of the bass, eh?
Yeah.
You like this? I'd have to walk in the club like this. Something wrong with that guy? I don't know.
Yeah, that's heat right there.
Yeah, oh, that's what I'm gonna use off you, right there.
What?
Heat.
Oh, the word heat?
Yeah, it's fucking heat, man.
No, that was groovy as hell. I had fun listening to that one.
Team CEO.
But he talks a lot about 2093 in that.
A lot.
And the next track is titled 2093.
Yeah.
Track 15, 2093.
We could be overthinking this. That could be his apartment number.
Oh, more dance songs. Very dancey. Like, it makes you want to go side to side.
That's what I'm saying. You have to walk in a club like this. DoorDash.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, hey, it's DoorDash. I'm outside. What's your apartment number? Whoa.
Well, you know what? We literally right now have concluded we could just end the album.
We've solved the puzzle.
It's
you know just his apartment number.
He's 2093.
Yeah, I live in 2093.
And then he gets scared of heights, and then he goes down.
And that's the ending track. He moves. Yeah, he wants to go to the first floor.
109.
Yeah, 1009 or 1093. Sorry.
Yes, and this building is riddled with wireless problems.
Yes, and the static is fucked. It's nothing to do with futuristic stuff. It's all about his apartment. Track 16, Stand On It.
Big tanks, big guns, big trucks, zombies. With some big mutts, big doggies. I put that shit together for a job. No fucks about this shit. I don't give $1, not $2, not $3, not $6.
I like that.
I'm with the boy in the 6. You don't gotta like it, but just know I keep them sticks.
Shorty been taking them perks, got his mind, he ready to click. Shorty been taking them pills, he ready to go spurge and a big old trick. Shorty,
Doesn't Mears' vocals sound a little
They're
phoned in?
Yeah.
They're not as clear as Lil Wayne's feature.
No. Yeah, I think he's in Sweet 2011.
Yeah, Future's voice was. It sounded like it was recorded somewhere else and sent in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big tanks, zombie.
Some puzzle pieces. That was good.
Yeah, I see. The thing with that track, I liked it, like real catchy. I just feel like if the Future verse was better, it'd be a bigger song.
It would be, even if it was clearer.
Yeah, not even better written. It was fine. Like
Yeah.
you know what he said. It's just the vocals seemed like just,
Real.
it sounded like it was on a shittier mic.
Yeah, it was way different in the mix, which is crazy because if it is phoned in and they just send in a track, right?
You can still fix
They
it.
could fix it and pull it
Yeah.
up with compressors and get it up to the level, right? Unless they wanted that. They wanted to make him sound like he was on another floor.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I think that might have just been a mistake in the mixing.
Not
department.
not one. I'm not going to stand on it, you know.
No, I liked the dog lines.
Yes,
but
it's because we have dogs.
Yeah, one. Track 17, Familia.
Get the money and that shit go around the world. Know you love them diamonds, ain't trying to see the pearls. And I'll mix it up, I throw them back and then I swirl. Yeah, you a fat ass rat, you go chip for chat.
Fat ass rat or FedEx rat?
You a fat ass
Fat
rat.
ass rat. Okay.
I fuck with not nothing, I don't even know nobody. I fuck with nobody, not nothing at all. Keep that shit like drills, it's all a blur. That shit for all the dogs on the earth.
A lot of some Drake shit there, right?
Yeah, referencing.
Yeah.
It's All a Blur was his tour name.
Yeah.
And for all the dogs. I love the space on this track, the atmosphere
Yeah.
for this one.
And then,
Yeah.
well, they fucked me up.
It does sound like a guitarist in a way. Like the high up one
Yeah.
when it comes back. No, it's gone. I don't know. The track's coming to an end, so we're not going to get it. Oh, there. It could,
yeah.
It does sound like, I think it's vocals, but it could be like a guitar
It could
as
be,
well. Like, doesn't it
That
sound?
one, yeah.
Whoa. Cool ending there.
Yeah. I like the. I just want to go back to the line of
The FedEx rat?
no, the FedEx rat,
What was it? His fat ass rat?
fat ass rat. Yeah. But this is what, because you can fill me in on this because I know
You're
that,
touching me a lot
I know
today.
because I'm very touchy today. I'm happy you're back. That's it. I'm glad you're back on Canada soil right now.
Track 18, Mr. Inbetweenit.
We go back from back. We go back from back on bloodness. We go back from back. We go back from back on bloodness. We go back
Okay, this feels like we're going to war.
Yeah. Like preparing, strapping up,
Preparing,
with
yeah.
fucking getting your armor on and shit.
You're putting on your strap on. Sword.
Yeah.
Mr. Inbetweenit, 'cause everything I said about that shit I didn't mean it. I don't fuck with you. You can have my
It's like a wall of sound here. It does feel
Yeah.
like an army marching in.
Yeah, everybody's getting ready. We're gonna break
like
that.
cyborgs and shit. Though.
Yes. They got glowing eyes and
Yeah.
shit, right? They're at the gate.
To enter the
Yeah,
fucking,
big, huge stainless steel wall.
yeah.
All rusted.
I can see that. He'd open the door to
Yeah,
for the keys.
he's got the.
I was riding with the best.
Oh,
I was riding with the best. Now I ride with the best. Now I feel like the best. Now I feel like the best. Now I feel like the best. Went for blood on Christmas. Call me Mr. Inbetweenit, 'cause everything I said about that shit I didn't mean it.
Pooh.
makes me want to watch a sci-fi movie tonight.
Yes.
I don't know if you feel the same, but
Yeah.
I want to rewatch Blade Runner or something.
I got to give him an A++ for artistic creativity in the whole project itself at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a really well done artistic.
Peace, yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really cool, man.
Track 19, Psychocainë.
I could take a loss. I could take a loss. I ain't took a loss for so long. I forgot. Don't you love that I got condos out up on the moon?
Did we say condo again?
Condos on the moon. Yeah,
I think you might be onto something
yeah.
with your theory.
And they watch, and I know they loaded up before they do it on that spot. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
This one's just okay for me.
I was just gonna say, you're in my head. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not digging the melody that much.
I'm hoping verse 2 right now is gonna be.
I mean, I kind of expected there to be like a song or two that we don't completely fuck with, considering the track length or the album length. Which I don't know. I'll talk about that after the only.
Yeah.
My little rant I wanted to go on is just with the albums being really long. The argument, you know, if I'm going to play devil's advocate, someone out there might really fuck with that song, and like they'll be like, "Oh man, that was great. I love it." It's not for me, so you know, I can't decide, you know, if an artist should keep a song or not. Track 20, Run Thëy Mouth. Oh, nice reversing.
Yeah.
Oh. When you level up, you get the money like it's Hollywood, and when you get that money, when you come up out that. When you level up, you get that money like it's Hollywood, and when you get surprised with this shit,
yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So the coach put me in, cause I just trying to ball. I go up in every season, even in the fall.
I go up in every season, even in the fall. That's That's a clever bar. I love season lines.
Yeah, because there's.
Nobody can see me. But everything I do is done in 3D. After everything I did, I know they need me. I don't need no love, I just need a tug. I just need my drug. I'm fucked up and I'm fucked up.
Who doesn't need a tug? Huh?
Level up, you get the money like it's Hollywood. I was alive for 4L, but it's up to me for after now. You ready? You need to take a breath before you pass out.
There's some clever bars on this though.
Yeah.
Because he just listed his 4 records there.
That was cool when that came in though, eh?
If you go click on that line specifically, I believe I'm not like
in this line, Yeat uses his discography creatively to string together a bar referencing 4 of his albums that really took him to next level. I was alive for 4L, but it's up to me for After Now. I don't know why this reminds me of when we went all the way back and you had to explain Tyler to me.
Yeah. Track 21, If We Being Rëal.
Ooh,
Wow.
it's building, man.
I had to let a little off. Yeah, I had to cut a pill off.
Yeah, this is the production I was missing for a bit, for a couple tracks.
Yes. Oh, great toms, eh?
Oh yeah, we didn't have static for a few tracks. Now it's back. Yeah, I just heard it. It's touching me again.
You're right.
And I got eyes on the back of my head, I got eyes everywhere, so I know where you go.
Cool. Oh, yeah.
I don't know how to feel. I've been overseas, you've been on your knees. Please, baby, please. I don't know how to top this.
That was
That was a nice pickup from a couple tracks that I wasn't feeling too much.
You know what? And you banged it on the knob there, young son.
With the static?
The static came back, and I was like, "Wow, that's the difference."
That's what we were missing on those
Yeah.
couple tracks. I wonder. I mean, I'm sure he put them in there because he liked them and whatnot, and they're just maybe not for us. And I see the appeal in them. They're very classic, kind of rage style trap.
Yeah.
Songs. And maybe that's what his older stuff sounds like. I don't know. I haven't listened to it. Track 22. 1093. We just need Jim Carrey on here doing his little fucking spoken word.
Are you in this shit for life? All of you. I backstab you with a fucking knife. All of you. I give you so good. I could take it away. It's all inside of my head. Try to tell me something I didn't like. If you tell me there's something that I didn't like. If you keep on telling me a fucking lie. So I'ma give you anyway.
Well, that's wild vocals.
Fuck with the critics say.
Oh yeah.
Fuck with your bitches. Push it to the edge. You waiting over your head when you going try to live like this.
Was that the end there?
That's the end.
Holy shit.
That's the end of the record. That is 2093 by Yeat.
I feel like
An alien.
I do feel like an alien. I feel like an alien. No, I feel like I went on a synth excursion back to the 80s, went through a little bit of Lil Yachty, went through a little of Touchdown, Tizo Touchdown, went through a little bit of Death Grips, went to space a few times.
Yeah, that's just kind of how I feel.
I just it was all over. It was it had a lot of hits.
I really enjoyed that. I knew the first 9 tracks, and then the rest was fresh for me. Still, my highlights though are off the first half of the record. Breathe and Lyfestyle.
Yeah.
Fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Breathe, my favorite.
Lifestyle, my favorite.
Yeah, they were great tracks. I had a lot of fun listening to this record, and I hope you did.
I had lots of fun, and I'm really glad you're back. I missed you dearly because
I missed it here. I missed doing videos. I was listening to music alone, and it didn't feel the same.
didn't feel the same.
And I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you soon. Take care, guys.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Peace.